Welcome back to Love, Lies, and Lacefronts, where we do reactions, reviews, and commentary on the YouTube channels you love to watch. Guys, are you subscribed to this channel? If you're not, you need to be. Hit your notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a video, when I go live, and drop another video for you. Also, follow me on Instagram. That way you can keep up with what I'm doing, okay? If you enjoy channels like this and commentary, consider becoming a member. Otherwise, guys, BougieGang gang, it's an open thing. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel so you can participate in the chats. And I will see you next time I hit that live button. Okay? Take care. Bye. Hey guys, how are you?
You could be doing opposed to being on my page, bitch, cause I ain't got nothing for you nothing ass bitches.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me fix that. Okay. Hey guys. India, I know you're driving. Yes. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts says, never hear the intro. So professional. Well, thank you. I did it myself. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Erica, Gangstar, India, and Cham Cham. Good morning to the gangsters. Guys, mom is working, okay? All of the working moms out there, good morning. I mean, we're working even if you're not working. If you don't work outside the home, don't worry about it. It's working, and you know it is. When you're carrying buckets and sweeping and wiping and laundrying and doing all the things, compiling, worrying, birthing, it's working, right? Mommy is working. All right. So it's Wednesday. So good for you. Give yourself a pat on the back and get to it, because there's more to be done. Our job is never, never, never done. Okay. Um, Y'all, I hope that you guys are having a good morning. The weather is beautiful so far. I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful day. That's the hope. Last night, y'all, we were live, and I had to. Jasmine was on the YouTube streets, lost and bewildered and acting fugazi. And I came live because I needed to tell y'all about it, because I was certain a lot of you didn't see it, because based on the views, it told me that that's what it said. So anyway, let me see what it says as of this morning. Look, I don't know what's going on YouTube streets. You guys tell me what you guys are watching. I don't know what y'all are watching out there, but it's not, maybe it's the three moms through reactors. Maybe that's a poll I need to do at this moment. I'm assuming that's probably the case because the numbers don't aren't matching up. The numbers are not even matching. Like Jasmine's live last night was fugazi AF and it was only 30 minutes and I'm surprised that her views are not double of what I'm just surprised they're not double because that's at least what she used to get. But maybe people are tired. People are tired of the toxicity. Maybe people are tired of the what in the whole fuck? Like it's just weird and not really understanding what's going on. It wasn't, I had to re listen to my live just to understand some of her live. There's a certain point where she is basically, let me see. Have y'all seen the video on Extra Jazz and Chris and Jazz? I think it's old because she has not went on, I guess she went no live on that channel lately. What do y'all think? I hadn't seen it yet. Let me see. Anyway, she was talking about, so I posted a short this morning with a couple of screenshots of some comments that were deleted. Last night, excuse me for a second, I'm sorry. Last night someone came to the chat. What was their name? I forgot. I'm so sorry, but it's in the video and we were talking to the person dropped into the video. Anyway, sis was asking some questions amongst other people, but those were some of the comments that were deleted last night. Anyway, long story short, her story was Chris was at the gym and she would have been at the gym, but someone had to be there for the kids. And I'm assuming because the kids had to go to school the next day, but the kids were still up and the kids were literally just eating. Cause I remember it was somewhere around 9 o'clock for me. So it was 8 o'clock. And these are little kids, like 4-year-olds who have to go to school. You guys, little kids need to sleep or can sleep up to, at minimum, they should sleep 9 hours, but they should sleep 10 to 12 hours. Okay. Little 5-year-olds, they should be sleeping 10 to 12 hours so they can grow, right? Jackson Squash says she only watches through me and through reactors, right? At the end of the day, hey Ashanti, good morning, good morning, good morning, live, laugh, love, good morning, everyone. CCHBB, good morning, Ashanti, good morning, everyone. It's just strange. And, I guess it gets less strange, but it's just the lack of awareness for me. For someone who thinks that she's so damn cool to be so not is weird. Okay, let's go. Extra Jazz. I was over there. Let's see. Extra Jazz and Chris. Let's see. 6 hours ago. Tipsy Dominoes with Bay. It's been a minute since we went live. All right. I'm seeing it. Hold on a second. Let's get into this first because I don't want to get too deep into my jazzy life because this is an hour-long video. Of course, we'll speed it up. And she appears to be drunk, but she could be putting on a show. I don't know. Let's get into this first because I want to talk about a couple of things. Let me go ahead and tee them up. And let me see what we got, guys. The streets trash has not been picked up on the YouTube streets yet today. It's dirty on the streets. Do you hear me? It's dirty out there. Let me make sure. Okay, so this is gonna come as no surprise. Hold on one second. I just need to give you a little update. Is this gonna show up right? Let's see. Come on now. Oh, maybe I should do this. Is that going to do it? My God. Okay. I guess this is going to be good enough. Let me see. Okay. Should I leave the trash? Too distracting. Okay. So the thing for me in this is like, okay, she's trolling y'all. I don't know if she's just begging for someone to say something about her body so she can say, you're body shaming me, whatever. I don't care. Okay. She did put up that video. I watched it. I guess we can talk about it. Anybody who wants a actual reaction to that video, I guess let me know. I'm not gonna like waste time reacting on it if you guys aren't super interested, because I know. But the thing that got me was the dented fridges and roaches. I really legit, when I saw that, my assumption was, oh, she's playing with Jasmine tonight. Okay, because who's got dented refrigerator and roaches? Well, we know who that is. I mean, girl, that was um absolutely. Now was she at hey Miss True, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey Salita, good morning. Hey Mars, good morning. Yes, absolutely she's shading. And okay. So next, let's see. Hold on.
I'm about to go live on Instagram for a little while.
It's like so.
I got so much to talk to y'all about. Join my subscription. I'm about to go live for my subscribers here on Instagram. All right, y'all.
So look, we know, and there's been BougieGang who have gone over there, took one for the team, and subscribed to that nonsense. And what is it? Nothing. It's nothing. She'll go live, she'll get mad, and then she won't post, right? So people end up wasting their money. She doesn't end up putting up any content, nothing. I heard from a BougieGang sis a couple of weeks ago that I guess has still had the membership over on YouTube, and it had legit been a year. I have to see if I can find the screenshot. I think uploaded it or saved it or whatever. But it had not. So any of you who are members, you know that you see posts that other people don't see. And there's content posted that I guess is visible but you can't, if you aren't a member, you're not going to be able to see it. It's been a year since she posted anything. Like, who's going to be encouraged to engage your membership when the content doesn't come through? Anyway, okay, moving on. That's basically it. We already know this story, but allegedly she was going live. The last time she went live on Instagram on subscription, from what I heard, it was not many. It was like, I can't even give you a number, but it was not a lot. And I'm talking about less than 50. It could have been in the 20 somethings. Because people have followed her to Patreon. People have followed her membership on YouTube. People have followed her here, there, and everywhere. Loyalty Gang apparently isn't holding like that as far as being free with their coins. Okay, that's number one. Number two, they have followed you and you don't come through with the goods. And I mean, eventually they know you're going to spill your tea anyway, or they're going to hear about it on the YouTube streets. So nobody's coming. Only reason why people are going to pay for anything is if they feel like they're going to get some sort of value out of it. And there's no value from your content at this moment because I mean, all you do is lie. It's a bunch of lies. No one's coming for that, sis. Ain't nobody coming. Nobody's going. No one's interested. If anybody out there is subscribed to her Instagram, please let me know. Come to my inbox if you would. Let me know. What I'd love to know is how many, how long, and was there any tea? And that's pretty much it. So we're gonna just move right along, guys. Someone dropped into the, I guess was it you, Coco? I guess Jazz did something over on Extra Jazz and Chris, and I've got that pulled up. We're gonna get over there in a minute, but I just want to stop over here because we have an empty refrigerator alert. Okay. Um, okay. Empty fridge alert coming now. Okay. Can you believe it? You're like, no, friend, say it ain't so. No.
Simple and easy,
Okay,
healthy,
so Strong Mommy Chrissy dropped a video the day before yesterday, and it was cute. It was long. It was not typical. But basically she filmed like a whole day of running around with the kids, making snacks, doing things with the little boys, waiting for the kids to come home, all of the things, including um a grocery pickup, right? So let's just listen to this part. This is the part that I'm most interested in right here in the kitchen. But I am going to call something out because Strong Mommy Chrissy, amongst many people, love to talk about their weight. The minute that you comment on it, you are weight shaming, body shaming. Who are you to talk about? You're doing this, you're doing. All I'm saying is just notice when people like to start to talk about their weight and you have an opinion, it's a problem. But if you don't like, number one, commentary and opinions, you're probably at the wrong place. But at the end of the day, I can give my opinion. I can and I will. And that's it. Okay. So she's just talking about dieting at this moment. Nothing out of the, like, okay, let's just listen.
It's giving that for after school snack. I don't know yet, y'all. I'm
Jackson
not sure.
Squad. Good
I was
morning.
before I started this
Hey,
vlog today, I
Tennessee.
was dreading it. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so hard to get back into the swing of things. It's like being on vacation from work and then you having to go back to work. It's like,
so all of the lives when Chrissy says I've been filming, I just have to edit. Ma'am, this is a video. This is a vlog. So, I just love, so last night Jasmine got caught in some lies talking about she had videos ready to go. She's live. She could post it. Da, da, da. No, not the case. At the end of the day, if you've taken off time and you're not filming, the one beautiful thing about YouTube is at the end of the day, girl, you could sit down literally for 10 minutes and put up a video. And I don't mean 10 minutes a day ago. You could sit down 10 minutes from now, put it up, and it's good and your community is happy, okay? If you dread, like, you didn't even have to, I'm sure she got dressed and hygiened and everything. Just imagine, this is one of the easiest jobs in America. Okay. This is one of the easiest jobs in the world. Hey, Bailey. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you're doing well this morning, sis. And I hope you woke up with a not a heavy heart. And I hope that we gave you some encouragement last night and support. And girl, feeling like a $1 million bill. Okay. All right. Good morning. Hey, Ivy. Good morning. She did. She did. But yeah, she did. There's something over there. You can go check it out. I haven't even checked it out yet.
I want to. Too much work, but it's not that bad. It's been fun. I'm back at it. I'm back, bitch. Watch out, meow.
So she was dreading doing her
Too
job.
much work, but go back to work. It's like, I want to. Too much work, but it's not that bad. It's been fun. I'm back at it. I'm back, bitch.
Any of you guys who work really hard, I know Chrissy was working in a warehouse over Christmas. Um, Any of you guys who really work hard for a living, work in machine shops, work on production lines, have reports to do, have to manage a lot of people, work long hours, drive long distances, have really demanding jobs, right? This chick is over here complaining about turning on the motherfucking camera. Is this not it's like nails on a chalkboard to me. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, this is the easiest job I have ever done in my whole life. Me sitting here talking to you guys not only is a pleasure, but it's easy as it's cake. You understand? It's a good piece of key lime pie. The fact that I can sit here in my house and make a coin, there's nothing hard about this. It's only hard because you don't like it anymore.
Hard to get back into the swing of things. It's like being on vacation from work and then you having to go back to work. It's like, I don't want to. Too much work, but it's not that bad. It's been fun. I'm back at it. I'm back, bitch. Watch out, meow. Times like these where I'm like, I need a man. You know what I'm saying? Honey, can you go get the groceries? Can you bring the groceries in? Can you put the groceries away for me?
Girl, if you got that type of man, you don't need him anyway. Because when you pull in and the ring camera or the camera is beeping and he sees you backing in, or he sees the damn Instacart or Walmart delivery coming through, girl, groceries are already in. Okay? The fact that you're the only one aware that knows that the groceries are coming. Come on now. Stop it, Chrissy.
Yeah, like that's
Get a real man.
When a man comes in handy. Literally, that to fix stuff and to take out the trash and stuff. Those are the times where I'm like, I wish I had a man.
Why don't you get a damn
still
TaskRabbit app?
Giving, I need a boyfriend just for that, and then you can go home.
You need a TaskRabbit, sis. That's what you need. You need someone to come over there and just help out. It sounds like either you need an assistant or you need a TaskRabbit, or I don't know, you need a maintenance man over there. This chick would never, she's not cut, she has no idea what a man does. Men, if you got a man at the house and like I said, that ring camera, the security cameras are going off, he's already going to know that the groceries are there. So he should be outside, like, you need some help, or okay, let me go ahead and get that. Go ahead and go on in the house. Okay. And like no idea at all. Let's see. She doesn't know how to act. Good morning. It's very hard when your life is chaotic and you are trying to hide everything because everything gets called out. Absolutely, but that's YouTube, sis. And if you want to make this easy free coin, it's not free, but if you want to make this easy coin, then that's what you're going to have to deal with, and then you curtail your content accordingly. If she was still doing talking hands and plating charcuteries, salads, chicken sandwiches, all of that stuff, then she could do that. Like, no one, maybe someone's going to call out, "Ooh, look at that crumb on the counter," or "Did you Swiffer your floors today?" Everybody is always going to have something to say, right? At the end of the day, this is social media. If this was StrongMommyChrissy.com and people were paying to opt in on her private website, maybe not so much, but I guarantee you still somebody would. But that's what it is, sis.
Side note, blue raspberry clear American water is like so good.
Clear American water is good. I'm going to have to co-sign on that review. Clear American water is very good. They sell it at Walmart. And if you still want a soda feel, No sugar. Very good. Also, it's a great mixer for like Ciroc and things like that. It's very, very good. The mandarin orange and the cherry lime are my favorites. Cherry lime and the mandarin orange are yummy.
I'm gonna drink some because I'm so thirsty right now. But it's like,
Very good. Ooh, okay, Tennessee. She'll never get a dude to stay committed in a relationship because she comes with too big of a package. Well, and an empty refrigerator, sis. And maybe she's cleaning some stuff out now, but I don't know.
okay, y'all. This is neither here nor there. Okay, I'm about to speed this up and put some music over this, but I had to just say this because this was just on my heart to speak on. Okay, so turn it down some. It's so loud. I can't hear myself talk. Anyway, okay, fine, whatever. Forget it. It's not worth the fight. Just gonna let them because I'm about to turn. This is about to be a music over anyway. But I just had to say this, y'all. So on my cooking Instagram, cooking with SMC. So if you're not following me on Instagram for my cooking content, please be sure to follow it. It's a new page.
Anyway, okay, let me speed that up for her. Someone was trying to tell her that she basically that wasn't ground turkey and she's proving a point. And okay, very good. Okay, let's get over here really quick. This was interesting to me. This was happening yesterday. You guys may or may not have seen this. Let's just get over here for a few. I was really taken aback by this story. I thought it was very strange, but Chrissy, I think this was one of those days she was feeling herself. I mean, I don't have a problem with Chrissy. I think that, she knows how to slay a wig, all of those things. Good for her. She's cute. I know some people feel like that's not the case. Fran, stop. Don't say that. Look, she starts to tell a story about meeting a man who's 50 years old. And I'm just thinking to myself, why are you telling the people about this bum?
Do like a couple over a course of a few days. Because I think that would be easier for me. It's a lot of pressure trying to vlog everything in one day. That day I was exhausted.
I guess let's get to the part where she's talking about the bum.
You tell you retired in that video.
I was trying to figure out where she started talking about this guy, but she said she was telling her sister.
That's why I contemplated even putting that video out, because I was like, your girl's looking crazy. I was looking fat as hell.
I mean, Chrissy, look, it is what it is. The bottom line is, don't you need some coins? Don't you want to check?
And I was like, I don't want that perception of me to be out online. But then I was like, you know what? That's real. Like some days, are going to be easier than others. Some days, are going to be better than others. Some days there's going to be dishes in my sink. Some days there's not. Some days there's going to be, what I'm saying? The kids are going to have their hair braided down and dressed to the nines. And some days they're not. Sometimes they're going to be rocking a ponytail and just throwing something on just to go to the park or whatever, So it's a life. It's life. I
mean, look, when you care that much that you feel like you have to profile and you feel better, like you should feel good about yourself all the time, even when you know you're looking busted. At the end of the day, if people are tuning in, they're tuning in. I wouldn't worry about it. But, I think you can tell when Chrissy is feeling herself. She got her little lashes and her pink lip gloss on. Chrissy's feeling herself, right? Just like Jasmine does too. Jasmine is damn low on the totem pole when she is, yes, it is extremely delicious, right, Toy Time? And Toy Time was the one, the comment that I mentioned yesterday. And then there was 2 or 3 other people who had some comments in Jasmine's live that were just deleted. I don't know. I will never believe that doing YouTube is hard as a real job. Not even so. It's not a hard job. It's an easy job. Now, are there lots of steps? Is there a lot to do? Can it be tiring? Absolutely. But in the grand scheme of hard jobs to do, I'm telling you, YouTube, and I'm talking about, let's just say even in social media, and maybe not even TikTok, because TikTok, you do a little couple of dances, and people who are very popular with that, I'm sure that's like the easiest social media job. But I would imagine even people like on OnlyFans, that would be a hard job to me to have to feel and be sexy all the time, have to move my drawers over to the side and let people get a glimpse, and put up, you know, scintillating content. That takes a lot of effort. Unpacking groceries and talking about what you're cooking for a meal, or setting up a camera while you're cooking, doing stuff that you would be doing anyway. Most people are not sitting around playing with themselves all day. Okay, that takes a lot of effort. So I would imagine people who are doing like that soft core porn and OnlyFans and all this entertaining gentleman type work, that would be hard to me. Unpacking groceries, flipping some eggs, running and go picking up some kids, being in your sweatpants, talking to your audience like I'm doing right now. Girl, this is easy. This is easy. Okay. Nothing, no complaints over here. I just can't imagine. It's not hard work. Now, the hard work comes in when you are trying to market your channel, when you are editing a video, when you are doing other things, where maybe you have to create content for a brand, you have to make a video, you have to send it to be approved. Even that's not hard. It's just labor intensive. Because you're having to use skills that maybe you didn't even know that you had, right? Um, Producing, editing, marketing, sales, trying to find yourself other opportunities, being your own agent, being your own manager, all of those things, sending emails, corresponding with people. There's stuff to do, but is it a hard job? No. No.
And we as people get so caught up in
All right, let me skip
for the internet that we're not really being realistic. I have to be realistic with myself. If I wait for my days to be perfect to vlog, I ain't never gonna vlog, because my days are never perfect. There's
okay.
Is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. So I go when I'm invited on a date. If I want to go, I go. If I'm invited to lunch, if I want to go, I go. I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone.
Girl, get out.
We just had this discussion. I'm not giving out any candy. Get off my door. I'm tired of getting up. Shit.
Look, I have been known to have a potty mouth, so I'm certainly not.
I'm sitting here on my phone. I'm like, I need to hurry up and get on this live stream before they come.
She was in rare form yesterday.
The buttons and everything. No privacy around here. This is why you can't.
You're a mom.
Your full self. When you're around the kids, especially if you got toddlers. They follow you everywhere. Oh my God, I cannot breathe. I'd be like, damn, do you have to watch me use the bathroom though? Like, do you really? Is it that serious? Blaze has it real bad. He has to be up under me every waking second. Like, God, oh my gosh. I'm not.
I think she thinks she's being cute in this little rant. But I'm sure that there are people who are highly offended by her rejection, even though it's in jest. And I'm sure she loves her kids. I'm certainly not saying that. But what I'm saying is this. There are people out here who are probably highly offended by her, like, outwardly rejecting, even as a joke, her children. Because I'm telling you, if and I'm not putting her on the level of a celebrity. I'm certainly not. If a celebrity were to say something like that, even when Jasmine said quite flippantly about breastfeeding, and she said that she felt like that's a way for the kids to use her. Like I said, I'm sure someone out there was offended by that comment. It's like, okay, I get it. Nobody told you to start having babies at 18, 19, 20 years old. I mean, if that's what you wanted to do and that's what you did, that's what you did. But 9 kids later, and in all fairness, I was watching a little bit of Tribe of Many this morning, and Sarah has a video up that she is talking about. I'm gonna save that because honestly, I'm just gonna be, you know what I mean? There's too many note takers in the bushes, and let me not because we'll just talk about it on the day that I decide to talk about it. But anyway, that's it. Because if I talk too much, next thing I know is someone else's content. So guys, it's unfortunate. Even in the sector where people think that reactors don't have content, um, it's unfortunate. Uh, I'm just gonna skirt around that. The day I decide to talk about it, I'll talk about it more in depth. But yes, I was watching another mommy today who was giving some insights on a situation. And what I'm gonna say is this: when you have a large family and you've decided to give birth and have a large family, you need to think about it because these babies grow up and you're stacking them up like you're stacking them up. You're stacking babies. And don't you think that that's going to make you busy one day, or it's just cute to always have an infant around? I mean, I'm just trying to figure it out.
Y'all understand? Hold on a second. I'm gonna mute this though, because no telling what they're gonna say. They fuck around, tell my business or something. You know how kids are. Hold on.
They should know your business. They should know all that business. Hold on, Chrissy walking away.
Do you really? Is it that serious? Blaze has it real bad. He has to be up under me every waking second. Like, God, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to get up again. Y'all understand? Hold on a second. I'm gonna mute this though, because no telling what they're gonna say. They fuck around, tell my business or something. You know how kids are. Hold
on. Okay.
I'll be up in here going crazy. Like, listen. Didn't we just have this discussion 5 minutes ago? And I love my kids, but sometimes they be want to talk about the most ridiculous shit. I'd be like, okay. Or we'll have the same conversation.
We're going to skip ahead.
Okay. Love them. I love them. But they can suck the life out of a motherfucker real quick.
Let me tell you, about 10, 15 minutes, sis was complaining about her children. Somebody needs a vacation, but I mean, you should have thought about that. You're 32 years old. You got 9 kids and not nan baby daddy in sight.
Surgery. You had your surgery last Wednesday. What surgery?
Okay, so somebody was talking about having more kids. She's gonna get into.
He's like, so, well, what if you get remarried or I don't want anymore?
Okay.
I'm like, no. And he's like, oh, you fucked up. But fuck them here. I ain't having no more of my mom. You got me fucked up. Fuck that.
So it came up because some woman said she was getting ready to have another baby, right? Anyway, she starts talking about some man she met who's 50 years old. He has 2 grown-ass kids, which I'm thinking may even be her age. I'm not sure what age they were, but she says that he's a grandfather. He has 1 grandchild, okay? So you meet this man, he's 50. He has 2 grown-ass kids. He's got a grandchild. He's a ex-felon. He doesn't have credit, and you are just talking to him. She says she was still interviewing him, and he's telling you that he wouldn't mind having another baby. And she's actually entertaining this conversation.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, you don't want any more kids? I'm like, no, I don't. I don't want any more. The fuck you talking about?
A man who is talking to a 32-year-old woman who's 50 years old, who has 2 kids and has elevated to grandfather status. Only reason why he's talking to you about another baby is because he thinks that's how you roll, sis. He's only talking to you about that because he's trying to get in where he can fit in. And clearly, the get in to fit in club with you is getting a baby up in there. Okay? That's the only reason why he was saying that. He was trying to figure out what he could say to get into get some of that jelly over there. Okay? That's the only reason. He's not sticking around for no baby. The man was in prison. You said he didn't even own his own home. He's got bad credit. Why you sat to entertain this person and thought that it was a good idea to bring it to your audience, it just tells me, Chrissy, you need to understand and connect. You're not getting no 5-star dude, sis. It's just about like Olivia getting the guys talking to her at the gas station, standing outside of Walmart. The ones that nobody wants.
No. He's like, well, what if you get remarried or, get with somebody and they don't want any? I don't give a fuck what you want.
He's a bum.
I don't care what you want. You
he thinks you're a bum too. That's why he was trying to offer you a baby.
Now, that's real hypothetically speaking, because I don't care. I don't really care what you want, sir. It doesn't matter. You carry it. Okay? You deal with it. How about that? Anyway,
I have never in my life, and I'm having to go back, think over 20 years now, thinking way back. Like, any of you ladies out here, the minute you meet a guy and he's trying to talk to you about a baby, what kind of ghetto romance courting is that? What kind of 1520, and I'm talking about the year of 1520, when we didn't have computers, when people were living in huts, log cabins, I don't even know, back before way back in the day, 1792. What in the ghetto nonsense are you talking about? Somebody asking? The only reason why he's asking you is because that's what he sees. He sees a woman who is ready to have a baby.
You always asking the same question, LOL, not the Bernie Mac on Mom's on Weekend, right?
She may not look, she may not want a baby, but that's the impression that this man had, because in the first conversation, unless she's just making this up, which that's also a possibility, because Chrissy knows how to entertain, and I don't think she's above making a story, because this really made no sense to me. So either this is a lie, this is kind of like 2 truths and a lie. Maybe she did meet a guy who was 50, but because she has tied so much of her personality into this motherhood thing, she's putting 20 on 10 and just making up a little tall tale. How are we ever going to know?
Hey, FTK.
But she described nothing but a bum.
I have 10 and my youngest is 12, and I love my free time. See, when they get to that age, it's like, bye-bye. Right. Respectfully. Nika.
Is Sonny a guy? Sonny, let me tell you something. She makes money, well, begrudgingly. She was just talking about how she hated to turn the camera on. She has a large, beautiful family. No one's disputing that. I don't even think we're talking about that. So thank you for dropping in, sir. And I appreciate that. But let's stick with the topic at hand. We're talking about the story that sis was saying, that she met a guy who was 50 and he started talking to her about procreating. Okay. That's the topic at hand at this moment. You're bringing in things that don't have anything to do. Okay. Yeah.
I said nigga. Nika said one and done. I had to deactivate my CC and need to join again with another
Okay.
I haven't done it yet.
Yeah,
okay,
there's
do it.
Look,
he didn't hear you on the F. Right, he didn't hear me. The FTK didn't come through clearly enough. But I think it was because that guy he was out here trying to restart a whole life. He talking about he had two grown-ass kids, was even a grandfather.
Girl,
talking about, oh yeah, I'll have another one. Boy, get out of my face. Get out of my face. What do you look like 50 having another child, sir? Get out of my face. This
is my point.
What are you talking about?
I almost don't believe that this conversation actually even happened. What 50 now? Are there 50-year-old bums out here that would approach Strong Mommy Chrissy? Absolutely. Did this happen the way she's saying it happened? I'm not really sure, because she says she was interviewing this guy, and I just don't see a man coming out of his face in the way that she's saying that this guy did, and then her sitting there entertaining it in such a manner. I'm just thinking to myself, that's nonsense.
Side eye. No. Immediate turn off. So anyway, more about that conversation, since I said I was going to dive into it. So yeah, the guy first approached me because he was like, you smell really, really nice. Guys like to leave with that. Oh, you smell so good. And I'm like, I know, thank you. I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking. Okay. So I was like, okay.
Hey, thanks, Nicole.
Whatever. So then he, sits down, want to chat, buy a drink, whatever. Cool. Fine. So we get to talking. So in my mind, because older men like to always be like, well, what's too old? Like, what do you date older men? That depends. You got some money? Because I was telling this to my sister the other day, and this is hilarious.
I'm sorry. Look, and I'm not being funny. Chrissy's 32 years old with 9 kids. Sis is not giving 21 ingenue at this moment. She's giving 32. That booty was saying 35, no panty girdle. Sis is all the way broke in, okay? And I'm talking about them hips got handlebars. And that man who was 50 thought he was getting ready to go for a ride over there at damn Epcot Center, okay? He was trying to get strapped in for a good ride, okay? He saw that ghetto booty and he thought it was going to be something. Now, Chrissy, stop trying to play. You are not 21, 22 years old. You are a whole middle-aged woman with a bunch of damn kids, okay, sis? Stop trying to play out here.
That's all I'll tell you guys. Okay, and I was like, oh, it doesn't matter what age you are. Like at my big age of 32, I don't care. As long as you are a nice person and you have something to offer, just like anybody would. Like
she always has some random I met some guy story. Okay, thank you.
So
that's the point.
Like, we get to talking, and I'm like, he's in an interview, but she don't know it. He don't know.
The right 50 would be right up her alley, because what? He should be well into his career, but this dude was not. He's fresh. I don't know if he's fresh out of prison, but homie didn't have credit, didn't own a home, and wasn't together. Okay. But a 50-year-old, like a nice 50, a good looking 50, yeah, that's out here. But he's got to have to be a 50 that doesn't care about 9 little kids. A 50-year-old man, unless he has never had children, he's not coming, or he's got to have grown children. Okay.
Right. So cosmetically, he was probably a 6.5. And I'm not, I need my men with a little sprinkle of ugly these days, because, I've dealt with some really fine men, and it's too much.
Who was really fine? Rod Strangler Bay was really fine. I'm sorry. I don't care. First of all, according to the mug shots, it says that homie was like 5'5", 5'6". That is not really fine. That is really short. Okay. And Strangler Bay, girl, it would nullify everything. And I know you're not talking about DeMarcus. Who was fine? Who in the world? Are you talking about Bam? Did we ever see what he looked like? But at the end of the day, that man followed you around your house, secretly filmed you, and posted it to the internet. Who was fine? Can you tell me? Was it the married man in Las Vegas? Girl, what? Can you tell us about the fine man? Oh, the one. Oh, okay. Maybe some of these baby fathers. Oh, okay. Maybe. I don't know. I've never seen all them. The one guy who dumped her, the little boy's father, and then I guess the girl, her daughter who was in the emergency room, and that man came. I don't know if she's talking about these baby daddies. Girl, who was fine? Can you tell me? I hadn't seen one pretty boy yet.
I ain't got time for all that. I need you. You gotta be a little ugly, just a little bit, not a lot. Not like, damn, nobody will love you but your mother. Not a face only a mother could love, but like just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So we both know. You know what I'm saying? We both know what's up. We're on the same page. I want to be the most beautiful person in a relationship, but I want you to be fine too. Just not finer than me. You know what I'm saying?
My God.
So anyway. So cosmetically, he kept himself up, but not the best. He could have done better, like, whatever. So I'm interviewing him, but he don't know he's been interviewed. We're just having a nice, light conversation. And the things that I really want to know for any man is, especially my expectations for an older man, if you're 50 and up, I expect you to own some property, at least your house, right? Because I'm 30 and I wish I had already bought a house by now. If it was up to me, I'd have been bought a house. But if you're 50 with you have no property, you have no assets, what the fuck can you do for me?
I'm thinking to myself, sis, how many places have you been evicted out of? And now you're trying to have some damn standards on someone. You trying to tell someone what they should have done, what they should have, where they should be. Where are you? What are you bringing to the table, ma'am? Can you tell me what are you bringing to the table? But I mean, I agree. But can you tell us what you're bringing? Because homie was just trying to shoot his shot. He saw that big booty, and he saw it jingling, and he said, "Well, let me shoot my shot. Let me see. Ooh, sis got 9 kids. Oh, okay. Maybe I can. I think I might be able to hit up on that. Okay." He was thinking he would have loved to have seen you over there in the rec room when he was locked up at the pen. You would have been a real good sister to have in his camp when he was locked up. Now he's out. He got the 2 children. I was about to say 2 children and a 1 grandchild. He sees you got 9. He said he didn't mind breaking you off 1 more baby. Okay. He was trying to give it to you. Okay. What was the problem?
You too old to be trying to build a life together. No, you need to be having your shit together all the way already. What the fuck can you do for me?
Okay.
You don't even own your house, sir. And I'm not saying that that's a problem, because some people just don't want to own. Some people have their own. No, he just couldn't own his own house. Talking about he still got credit issues. Oh, I'm sorry.
Who does that? What man on the first date or first conversation is telling you he got bad credit? Basically, he just wanted to come over and girl, was it Damian Cryer? Because I'm hearing 50-year-old man who don't mind having a baby. Oh, he had 6 kids. Well, 1 passed away, but that man has 5 kids, 6 baby moms. He's at 50 though, and according to Erica, I mean, and Creole Bay, apparently homie has something going on. Okay. He was just trying to see, sis, are you ready to fall for this okey doke? Are you ready? Because I'm getting ready to come and wreak havoc on your life. Okay. I don't even understand why she wouldn't have just hung up the phone. Girl, do you know this man was talking to me? And I just had to hang up the phone. Girl, I blocked his number immediately. She sat up there and entertained that conversation. Okay.
Marked off the list, because I cannot fuck with you if you don't have your credit together. And my credits, I'm working on mine, baby. But I'm not 50 either. You see what I'm saying? I'm not a grandmother.
You're just 32 with 9 kids. I mean, girl. I mean, it might be the evictions.
Okay,
I don't know.
But it's fine. I'm 50.
Girl.
And I'm a grandmother. Hopefully I'm not a grandmother at 50, because I'm still young. Okay.
You're 32. 18 years from now. I mean, look, I don't know what the future holds, but 18 years from now, almost 2 decades, is it, kids, what's the average age that people have, women have birth, give birth in this country? What's the average age? Let's even just say 25 to 30. You might be. I mean, it's possible. I mean, a 30-year-old, you might have been, in several weddings by then. You may have, who knows what the future holds, but I think she's got some teens. So you put 18 on top of a teen or tween, you got a full adult. Okay. So 30 years old, we don't know what the future holds. We're not talking about babies. We're talking about grown adults. At 50, it's quite possible, sis, that you will be a grandmother. Okay. It's possible. All right.
I'm gonna have at least one property under my belt, the one I'm living in. And my credit should be to where like I can go walk and get any house, get any
20 years from now,
car, whatever the fuck. Don't have to be perfect, but something. It just was like all kinds of things. Everything he said, I was like, oh.
Wait, didn't she get evicted?
Not only do you want a kid at 50, try to trap
what vehicle? I heard,
sorry.
Yeah.
Can I be real? Hell no.
Evictions, I'm gonna say it like this: evictions and repossessions are a mother sucker on your credit. Okay, if you've had an eviction and a repo, pray. Okay, just pray and then start trying to pay things off. I would imagine. I don't know. You got to get professional help on that because this sis can't draw into her bag of experience. I have no experience nor wisdom on that matter. I would just imagine moving forward, pay your bills. People ask me, how do I get good credit? How do I get my credit together? Pay what you owe and don't spend everything you have. Okay. If you got some money, don't spend all of it. Keep some. So that means SAVE, save, and pay what you owe. Okay. Even if you pay it late, pay it. All right. Run a credit report at least every 6 months. If you got the courage, take a look at your credit report every month. I look at my credit report every single month. Okay. But that's when you aren't scared of what you're going to see, or also you know how to deal with your financial situation. I look at my credit report all the time. Okay. That's because sis pays her bills. People are scared of their credit reports because you don't even know what it's going to say because you don't want to be embarrassed. People who don't deal with their credit know good and well, you know what it's doing and you know what it hasn't been doing. Don't try to sign up for more credit and more opportunities to fail if you haven't been able to overcome not handling your responsibilities. Don't expect people to hand you money in 2023. It's not going to be that. It's not that easy anymore. Okay.
You ain't got no credit of your own. I'm already like, if you want to be technical, I already got my own struggles. What the fuck you think? We gonna struggle together? I'm not gonna do that.
He saw a good. He was trying to get you into that struggle.
Take me about every struggle I have.
Don't you want to give up that booty?
And then together we'll be together and all that. No, we're not. I'm not about to struggle with an old ass man.
Girl, he'd have give you that 50-year-old socies. You'd have been in love, sis. Girl,
that may never happen for you at this stage in the game. Okay.
Always talking about a man, right, Tam?
That sounds so fucked up, but I'm serious. Like I don't care, 9 kids or not, I take care of all my kids by myself. I ain't looking for a paycheck for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for any.
Let me tell you, I bet you she'd be up on some Idris Elba. I don't know how old Idris is, but I'm just going to imagine he's into his 40s. Maybe he's even 50. Girl, I could probably name about 10, 50-year-olds, and you could just pull up them silver foxes on Instagram. Them guys that are in their mid to late 40s and their 50s, girl, Chrissy would be crawling on hands and knees with the tight suits and going to Jamaica and all of those things, all them pictorial Instagram reels of the nice looking guys that look like models. Are you kidding me? There's a lot of good looking men in their 40s and 50s. Don't knock it till you try it, sis, because these 30 and 20-year-olds hadn't done anything but leave you with a bunch of babies. A established man who maybe could see past an immediate family might do you some good. But like I said, she's really gonna need to meet one with no children or very grown children. But if your daddy, I'm just gonna pick someone out here. I don't know who's what. Let's say Christina. We don't know who Christina is, but Christina got a flower emoji. Christina, let's say you're 32, okay? And your dad is fine. He's 52. And him and your mom never even got together, okay? And he meets Strong Mommy Chrissy, and your dad is a lawyer. Let me tell you this. I actually know someone. She's someone who I used to work with. She's very beautiful, does really well for herself. Her parents are very young. Her parents had her at like 17 and 18 years old. I think I may even be the same age as her mother, okay? And her father is a lawyer. She might even be listening right now. Her father is a lawyer. I don't know what her dad looks like, but this girl is very beautiful. I would only imagine that her dad is a good looking guy. Your dad, the lawyer, meets Strong Mommy Chrissy. Go. You know what I'm saying? Like, how would you feel? And your dad is driving a Porsche. He's got the nice modern farmhouse, 3,500 square foot home. He's doing for your kid. You guys just came back from an exotic vacation in Tulum. Like, daddy's doing it. Daddy still spoils you, spoils his grandkid, and then he meets Strong Mommy Chrissy with 9 kids. We've already run the scenarios by of the mom who is like, oh, hell to the no. Okay. What about your daddy who's divorced or single, never been married, and now has got himself all lost in the sauce and the jelly sauce over there to Strong Mommy Chrissy's house and is getting ready to take him to the cleaners. Okay. Because she said, I need a man with some money. Okay. You would be cussing daddy out. You would. I would have to cuss daddy. Yeah. Do you? Okay. Because there's some people out here who've got a nice looking dad with some pockets, with some money in the pockets, right? Okay. This is who's coming for him. This might be your next stepmom. Okay. Huh.
Buddy, to come and take care of me and all 9 of my kids. I get my bag.
Do you imagine? And you see this woman on the internet
nothing
talking about your daddy
that you can give to
girl
me
bye
to make my life better besides some old pain.
Girl, let him go to his doctor and get some of them blue pills. You will be in a corner sucking your thumb, I'm sure.
Like, what?
Okay?
Are you kidding me? No. No. And you're talking about having a kid, so now I gotta have a kid with you. And you can't even buy me a fucking house. It's giving.
How do you think you're houseworthy when you haven't even gotten groceries? How do you think you're houseworthy when your husband basically just took off one day on a bus? And that wasn't even 5 years ago.
Somebody else to do it, because I'm not gonna do it. No, sir. No, sir. No. No.
Girl.
If it was different, yeah, maybe. You know, I'm not having no kid, but you know, I'm like,
hey, pretty PDX, daddy getting locked up in a mental institution. Okay, girl, getting a co-signer at the bank on his account. So yeah, he can't make any changes without his eldest daughter.
And the credit is like okay, but for his age, like I understand because I don't have a perfect credit score either. I've done a lot of work on mine in the last year or so, so it's definitely getting better to where I'm not like in a real bad status.
How long does it take for evictions and repossessions to come off your credit? Are there any credit experts in the midst? I don't know how long that debt stays on you, but to buy a house, I would imagine because you have to pull major receipts and proof that you've paid your rent on time. Evictions in probably the last 5 years would not be favorable while they're trying to underwrite your mortgage, because even if you have a decent credit score, when your loan package is delivered to the bank and you have evictions, you have a history of not paying for your housing, that's going to be a problem, sis. It's going to be a problem.
My credit, but it definitely needs some work. I still have some work to do, but I'm working on it. Okay, the girl was working on it. But at his age, like
girl, even she's getting tired of this story. I don't know if this story is real,
have already
but
had your
I wouldn't have
finances
told
figured
it.
out by now. You're 50, sir. So that the credit at that age is a problem. Not owning his own house is a problem. And then he was driving a Tesla. He pointed to it, was like, yeah, that's my car over there. I'm like, oh, nice. You got a nice little Tessie. Cool. Then I found out he was renting the Tesla. I was like, what happened to your...
Well, what happened to your car? Weren't you renting a Tesla, or were you just driving Uber and using a Tesla? Like, which one can you... Chrissy, look, you're just meeting who you are. At the end of the day, you mirror where you're at in life. You met a guy with bad credit, you got bad credit. You met a guy renting a Tesla, you're renting a Tesla. You met a guy who doesn't own a home, you don't own a home. I mean, sis, stop it. Like, this is not even a good conversation for you. You would have done better talking about your lip gloss or your little dress you got on. You would have done better talking about so many different topics, but you trying to trash someone who actually, whether they exist or not, because like I said, I really am suspect on this conversation. It's not cute, especially at your grown age of 32. It could have just been, this guy was trying to talk to me, and y'all, I just could not even believe it. He wasn't ready for this. Okay. And done. For you to sit there and trash him like you're a bitch that got it going on because you are paying your bills. Nobody gets a hand clap for paying bills, especially with 9 kids.
Your car. He was like, oh, I hit it. I guess he ran into a deer or something on the way to work, and he hit it. He hit the deer or whatever. So he like totaled his car. Here's the last thing. This is what my sister was dying after this, right? And I said,
Ghetto, right, Bailey?
Your car insurance? Like, you can get another one. You're just shopping around. You're just waiting, taking your time, trying to find someone. He's like, no, I only had liability. Sir, excuse me? You only have, you're 50 fucking years old.
Maybe he was driving a hoopty. Maybe he had an old school. Maybe he didn't need to have full coverage on it. Maybe it was just a to and from, let me get to my hustle. At least he had insurance. So if he hit you, so because look, it had to be an older car. There's no car that is still covered under a car note where you only have liability. You've got to have full coverage on a car that you still own. So that was a car that he owned. Okay. Now, the fact that he has bad credit, I mean, Chrissy, you should know better than anyone else. You should have schooled him on your tactics of getting a car. Why didn't you school him? But yet, 2023, it's not so easy to go run and try and get these cars on these people who see your history. They already know what they're working with when they, the risk is high. Okay.
We got liability.
She's very much triggered. Yes, Tennessee. Absolutely. Very much triggered.
You should know better. What?
She was entertaining this guy. If she actually had this conversation, she was entertaining this fool.
Okay. Your credit score's fucked up. And you out here trying to trap bitches. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it. I was like, okay, no. That did it for me. You got
that did it for her. That's what did it for her. Wait till the part about prison.
You don't know better than that.
Hey, Pine.
So now you don't have no car. And your credit's fucked up, so you probably can't just go and buy one. That's why you've written.
But he has a credit card.
I got a problem with that. Because at 50, we should know better. now. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
At
You're not in a position to be
32,
dating.
at 32 with 9 kids, the minute that he even mentioned he wanted a kid, you should have disconnected the call and blocked his number. Why? You have time to waste, clearly. You had the time. You entertained the phone call. Nobody's like Chrissy, the sad thing is that the people that you're trying to impress aren't impressed, because women of some substance already know either number one, this is some bullshit. You're sitting up here just chewing some fat, trying to make some money on the internet, get your little time in on your video, or we know that, like, okay, like, is it really out of the realm of possibility that Strong Mommy Chrissy would entertain this conversation? Yeah, absolutely. Why wouldn't you? So you're not impressing anybody. And the people that are impressed by this conversation, girl, there's no hope for them either. Okay?
Ain't nobody right now. You're not. I don't
Christine, do you think this is
judgmental.
she's lying?
We
The
gotta have
sad
some
thing is that this
standards.
could actually be true. Who you see, my video was fine earlier, but when you start dropping that
Okay.
reel, people
I couldn't
get
believe that. That shit
mad. They
sent
get
me.
mad.
I was out the door. Like, what? You're 50. Your insurance every month for full coverage probably wouldn't even be that much because you're fucking 50. Just pay the 50, 75 extra dollars a month.
I just love how she's giving financial and insurance advice all of a sudden.
Coverage. Now you ain't got a fucking car.
Why didn't you just
Like,
pay
what the
your
fuck?
car payment when they said you got a repossession?
I'm sorry. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable. Bombastic side eye. Because no. All right. Let me.
Did she mention the prison yet?
That's the F50, right? Them older men in 2023 are worse than the 30, right? And then I would go get me a 22-year-old if I wanted a nigga who didn't have shit, his life not together.
Chrissy meeting guys outside the QT.
Wasting my time at this point, sir. Right? Like, ain't nothing in your life.
You're wasting your time. He's shooting his shot. He's being a man.
Talk shit. Nobody's perfect. You're just not the man for me, sir. You know, there's somebody out here who's gonna deal with your shit, but you can't be a 6.5 in the face and body. Okay.
Girl.
And
she's rating him a 6.5, but sis, you couldn't have even called into Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels would have. Girl, didn't Tommy Sotomayor eat you for lunch? Didn't you think, like, what happened when you were over there on Tommy Sotomayor's? Are you kidding me? So you think the man's a 6.5 and you are what? Because according to Kevin, there were no 7s. So you're either what, a 6, a 8, 9, 10. Are you a 10? So you're saying, so whatever she says she is, she's rating sir as a 6.5. So, and she's looking very smug right here. What is she rating herself? Okay. R.I.P. to Kevin Samuels. Absolutely. I know a lot of people didn't like the delivery, but the message, I'm sorry and not sorry. He was right on time. At the end of the day, sis, you're rating him a 6.5. You're entertaining the phone call. Who's the fool? Who's the fool? Who's the fool here? You entertaining it.
Have all these other problems. You've given me nothing to go off of. Okay. And like I said, looks are only part of it, but damn. Gotta wake up to a 6.5 who can't do shit.
Girl, let me tell you something. There's plenty of women out here. I forget her name. I think she's Nigerian. The real something. She's married to a white guy. She's a black woman. I'm not sure if she's from United States, but I think she's African. And their channel's called The Real Something. Her husband, he tries real hard, but let me tell you something. All the needs look like they're being met. She's got some cute little kids with the man, and they are over here doing YouTube and whatever else. I don't know what else this man does for a living, but clearly he was doing something before he met her. And girl, Homie is definitely over 50. He might be in his 60s. And sis has her kids. She's happy. She doesn't work. She's doing YouTube. Like that's the story for a lot of women. There's a lot of women out here who've got themselves a nice man who is his main job at this point is to be up in their face. I actually have a really good friend who got married maybe like a year or two after me. This was her, I don't know, this could have been her second or third marriage. Anyway, girl, her husband's kids were the same age as her. Okay. Her husband, he may be in his late 60s now. Okay. He was already retired, but he has several businesses. And one of his kids had become a doctor. And he basically, like, she was done. He told her when they decided to get serious and he put a ring on her finger, they set their wedding date. I mean, he basically told her she did not have to work at all anymore, period. Like, you're done. He was retired. All he wanted to do was travel, have his companion. He had lost his wife. He was a widow. He'd been widowed for a couple of years and he wanted a wife. And her kids are grown. Her kids are grown. She has two grown daughters and grandkids, but she had her kids starting early. But she's just 50 and her husband could almost be 20 years older than her. And I have another friend whose husband is probably maybe 14, 15 years older. She's a year or two older than me, and her husband is definitely in his 60s now and retired. Like, I'm telling you, y'all, and she's been with him since she was 21. When she was 21, he was mid 30s. And they got married, and they've been married ever since. So, I mean, okay.
Shit for you. No.
Chrissy sounds silly. No. She sounds hot and bothered.
Was he in prison for most of his life? No, he wasn't. Not that I know of. I mean, I only had the one conversation with the man.
I just find it hard.
No, not that I know of. Not that he didn't mention it. Because what the fuck? Okay, and even if so, you would think he would get out and, I don't know.
So maybe he wasn't. So that was the prison reference. So
whatever. He only had 2 kids. 2 kids and 1 grand.
Okay, so if he wasn't in prison, he basically, like she said, you would think that his credit would be better. So I guess someone called her. We're going to cut out at this point. So homie may not have been in prison, but someone asked in the chat. So when her phone blipped, that was the problem. Anyway, all right, guys, let's do this. We're an hour and 20 minutes. One of the sisses recommended a video. Let me grab some breakfast because I had not eaten yet. Let me grab something. Give me a little bit of time to reset, and then we're going to go over here because apparently, I don't know if this was like when this was this a live or was this a upload? Was this an upload? This was streamed 8 hours ago. So this was, it's kind of hard to believe, but this was streamed last night. And guess she's happy the bum is back. So this was streamed 8 hours ago. Okay. So hold on. Am I showing it? Okay. Give me a minute. We'll set this up and I'll be back. Okay. But we're going to close this out on some Strong Mommy Chrissy. And hold on a second. Okay.
Thanks, man. She texted me like, I can't hear you. Oh,
if you want to catch the rest of this, feel free to do so.
But his fault because he FaceTiming me and he know he don't mean nothing.
It's the ratchet for me. At the end of the day, nothing has changed. Sis is very much triggered. And sis needs to stop. I know she has a lot of new subscribers and there's people that just don't know how ratchet the rabbit hole is over there. But at the end of the day, sis needs a whole helper. She needs a whole helper and girl, stop. Okay? Stop it. Stop. Stop trying to get brand new for the people because nobody's buying it. Unfortunately, no one's buying it. And we've been around, a lot of us have been around for the long haul. And it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has a past. Nobody's perfect, to her point. Nobody's perfect. But the bottom line is that was it really that serious? Was it really that serious? I mean, look, yeah, it wasn't even that serious. I think there's a way to talk about dating and your expectations as a woman without trying to trash someone when your backyard is not clean at all. Okay. Not at all. Not even, I mean, look, not at all. I'm going to leave it at that. Hey, Joseph. Good morning, sis. Good morning to everyone. If I missed you in the chat, I sorry, sis. Hey, SV. Good morning to everyone. Okay. We'll be back in like about 45 minutes. Just give me a minute. And we will talk about this live. We'll try and run through it as fast as we possibly can because, girl, I can't. Okay. So we're gonna have to do like a 1.5, 1.25 and see what's going on here. Okay. We'll be back. I'm gonna set up the live now and then we'll talk about what's going on over there. Just let me make myself a little spinach omelet and get myself a little bit together because I jumped on this live first thing and now it's 10:20. So anyway, guys, I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay. All right, y'all. Oh, you say Strong Mommy Chrissy needs a new topic to talk on? Yeah. Stop talking about relationships are okay, but I would just stop talking about it till you actually get one. That would be my suggestion. Guys, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit your notifications so you can be notified every time I go live, post another video, we'll do a premiere. And hit the like button, okay? Take care, guys. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys back in about 30, 45 minutes.